The day has finally come. Andy's about to move into college. His mother's upset. He's ready to move out. Andy's mother comes running into his room. Each step making the floor crack. Andy, did you get the flip-flops? Andy leans his head back. Yes, Mom, I got the shower flip-flops last week at Target. Andy moves up from his bed, his headboard cracking with each movement. He yells for his mother downstairs. Mom! Yes, Andy? Can we please go to Pizza Planet? I'm starving. My stomach has growled at least 5 or 6 times within the past 30 seconds. His mother replies with a growl. Andy, I just made you a grilled cheese about a half hour ago. How could you be hungry? Andy leans back in distress. Oh, fine. You could be wishing that I was asking for Pizza Planet a couple days when I'm gone. His mother didn't really appreciate the bad response. Cut it out. You know I'm upset about you leaving. Andy retreats back to his cool, comfy bed and starts singing. I want to go to Pizza Planet. I want to go to Pizza Planet. It's so good. It's so good. When Andy finally realizes that he's not getting his Pizza Planet until Thanksgiving, he looks around his room, thinking about all the good times he had in the room before he moves off to college. He says, man, I can't believe I'm actually leaving. And he looks at the door, sees a basketball hoop that his friend gave him for his 11th birthday. He leans underneath the bed, grabs the basketball as small as an apple in his hand. Andy stands up, reaches towards the sky, puts on his warm, comfortable slides, gets a running start towards the hoop. Kobe and dunks it right into the hoop. Slam, the tin rattling as if in the old days, as if it's brand new, and the ball swishes through the net. He proceeds to go into his closet to get his vintage number 8 Kobe jersey out of the closet until he sees something he cannot believe. Are you serious? He leans over into the closet, throwing stuff like he can't believe, shoes zooming through the air, footballs getting thrown in the air as if they're thrown by Peyton Manning. And finally, he stumbles upon the box. He untapes a decade-old tape. He feels like a kid on Christmas morning. He rips the tape going screech across the box. The box reads, Andy, age 6. A rusty slink, a one-armed Rex, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and even Sergeant Jester in the box. He digs even deeper, and he can't believe what he sees. Woody? I can't believe you're still here. He takes a bigger look at Woody, excuse me. He looks at the boot. I can't believe the Sharpie is still on there. He looks and examines Woody even more. He sees the string. The string is delicate as glass, it seems like. He pulls on the string. There's a snake in my boot, Woody says. Andy feels as if he's meeting Woody for the very first time. In his left hand, Andy holding on to Woody as if a baby is holding on to candy. He's not letting go. With his right hand, he's scrambling through the box. Old soccer equipment, school books, and finally he finds another old pal. Buzz? He picks up Buzz, looks at Buzz as if he's looking at Woody before, presses on the red light, to infinity and beyond. He even presses on the wings because Andy realizes that that Buzz is no fun without his wings. He presses on the button for his wings to expand. Zing! They still work. He thinks about how many times Buzz and Woody accompanied him during his childhood. And on second thought, he thinks about how many times he brought him to Pizza Planet and how disgusting it is that he's been there so many times. It's move-in day for Andy, and the early morning sun is rising above his town. Buzz and Woody sitting in their old spots, just like the old days. Andy wakes up out of his bed, picking up boxes. He runs down the stairs. Hey, Ma, he says. His mother replies, Yes, Andy, what do you need? Andy comes down with Buzz and Woody, raising him high above his messy teenage hair, and says, Do you have space for these 2 guys? She can't believe her eyes. Wow, Andy, I can't believe you actually found them. I think that's a great idea if you bring them to school. Buzz and Woody make their way into a box, and are off to college with Andy. At his dorm, Andy's unpacking the boxes, and the first box he grabs is the box with Buzz and Woody. He places Buzz and Woody on his nightstand in his dorm, right next to where he sleeps, so you can always remember that you're never too old to be a kid.